What's up YouTube? GIO and me made it to the final of a P100 tournament in Primos. We're gonna be playing an insanely tough match against two very good players. On their right side they have Flip, one of the owners of Primos, and a 2.7 in his rating. He is ranked 175 in the Netherlands. On their left side they have Mats, an ex-tennis player and a paddle coach, which has a rating of 1.3 and is ranked 87 in the Netherlands. Next to me I have my best friend GIO, who is a machine. He is ranked 84 in the Netherlands. I really hope you enjoy this video and let's get right to it. So we won the toss and GIO starts serving. He is by far the best one serving in our team, so it made sense for us to have him start. Now we needed to keep our serve, put a lot of pressure, but we were playing against two very good players. And GIO told me before the match, it's not going to be easy. Here I'm trying to be aggressive, and it was 30-15 for us in that first game. Things seemed to be looking good, but I was sticking very much to the net because they were playing very hard volleys and I didn't want to make mistakes, so that was very easy for them to lob over me. And then here you see GIO making a mistake that he wouldn't make, and that's just because he's really trying to overcompensate for the fact that I'm not putting that much pressure. So every ball that he can, he's trying to go as aggressive as possible, and that's going to make him, go for balls that maybe he shouldn't, or put more pressure than he should, and then he's going to make mistakes. Here, break point for them, and an amazing smash from Mats. You're going to see that he has an amazing smash through the whole match. Even when I play them a little bit deeper, the lobs, like here, almost on the line, and still taking it out. So it was going to be a tough day in the office for us. Our strategy was just play as much as possible to Flip, which is the player on their right, because then he would have to play a little bit more on GIO and we could get GIO involved, but also lobbing him instead of lobbing Mats. Flip has a great overhead, but it's just that Mats has an insane smash and we could not do anything with it. At least with Flip we could hit back his víboras or his bandejas, his smashes, in most cases. So that was the strategy here. 2-0 for them. We're in trouble. We didn't start properly and we need to start believing. 30-15 for us. We really need to take this game because a 3-0 start would just be terrible, and we end up taking that game. So it was 2-1 for them, and that was pretty much the narrative of that first set. Eventually we went up to be down 5-2, and it was that constant game of them putting a lot of pressure on me sticking too much to the net, and then them lobbing me easily, which made GIO have to move and compensate to my side. So yeah, not a good first set. We didn't start properly and they were gonna take it very easily. Here they have a set point. GIO goes for my sides overhead, trying to put a little bit of pressure there because I was standing too close to the net. So every time that I was going back and hitting that ball, I was always late to come back to the net. So he was having to play all the way on my side so that I could stay stuck to the net. Here we go to a golden point and we needed to win this one, and we did. It would have been terrible to start that second set losing 1-0 again, and breaking them is very difficult, so we couldn't take that risk. Here we're winning 1-0, they're serving, and we have to start believing. I have to start putting more pressure. I'm playing too safe. Honestly, I was very nervous. Also, it was clear for me that I was the one putting less pressure. I also felt GIO not as confident or as happy as I usually see him, and obviously it's because he's playing against two very good players, and I know that he doesn't like to lose. So the emotional factor was there. We needed to put as much blood in it and passion as possible. Here 40-0 for us. Now we're starting to get a little bit more comfortable. If we win this one 40-0, then we can start going for pressure on their serve. I was also really tired. This was my third match of the day, so I needed GIO to take out his magic, and that's just what he does. What an amazing ball. Now it's flip serving, and here I call the ball out. I still don't know if it was out or not because I was watching it on slow-mo and you can't really see if the ball is out or not, but we played a let, which just shows, you know, how friendly the match was and you know, the general vibes of the match. 30-0 for them in this game, and it was just too difficult in their serve to do anything. Now they're playing a little bit more on GIO, which is allowing me to move a little bit more, to get a little bit more comfortable. 40-15 for them, and here we go again with Mats smashing the ball. Mats is a very nice guy, but that day I wasn't like him at all. You know, having somebody smash so perfectly is pretty tough. So 2-2, we go to another golden point on our serve, and we end up taking it as well. We were, you know, walking on eggshells, barely making it, but we were still alive and dreaming. 3-2 for us, and here we're 30-0 up. We have a huge chance of taking this game. We just need to score one more so that then the pressure of losing the game is there, but they come back to a 30-30 and eventually take this one as well. And as you can see, Flip also has a pretty powerful smash. He's just on the right, so he doesn't have that many balls to smash, but his smash is also pretty powerful. 3-3, and things were completely tied. We were still believing. There's a chance that also they started playing a little bit softer or putting less pressure, because after you win a first set so easily, then it's difficult to stay focused. So it could be a chance that they were just, you know, a little bit out of focus after that first set, but we were really going for it. And you can see GIO covering the whole court. 4-3 for us, and we just needed one break. Here it would be ideal to break, because then we would be serving for the set, and if we take it to a third set, we have a big chance of winning it. The strategy was still the same one. GIO was constantly reminding me, you know, play low, mostly on flip, until you get an easy ball, and then lob. But try to play a good lob to the center or over flip. The problem is I was still being stubborn and lobbing over Mats, and he was playing amazing. 4-4, and here we were a little bit tense because we knew that we couldn't lose this game. And then again, I'm still playing a lot of balls to my cross in that volley, and I shouldn't. I should keep it in the center. I spoke about it in a video a few weeks ago. And here it was break point for them, 30-40. Tense moment, because if we lose this one, we are probably done. 40-40, golden point, also break point. And here we really needed to take this one. I play over to Mats, and he misses a ball, which he usually doesn't do, and we are alive. Now we go to their serve, and we're winning 30-0 because they made a few mistakes in those first two shots. So we just were 2 points away from taking this set, and we really needed to go for it. Here, unfortunately, GIO makes a mistake trying to go for that cross. And we go to a golden point, and Mats hits GIO in his foot. Now it was going to be 5-5, and it was going to be tough. GIO and me trying to keep a good attitude. We were 30-0 ahead in this serve where I was serving. Just needed to take this one so that we would secure a tie break. But things are not always as you think they are. Here GIO has a very easy ball, which he would never miss. but I was in the way. Mats and Flip can't believe it either that they got saved from that one. 30-30. Here, Flip passes me through my side, puts a lot of pressure, and he takes that point. It's gonna be 30-40. Break point. And once again, we're trying to save ourselves from not losing our serve. And unfortunately, they end up taking. Now we needed to believe. Gio and me were really trying to give each other, words of encouragement. For those of you that asked me, because recently some people asked me, hey, I can't understand what you and Gio are saying in the court, what language are you talking in? Well, we're talking in Spanish because Gio is a Spanish speaker. He speaks pretty fluently. So we have fun talking in Spanish, and that's pretty nice for me because I'm a native speaker. So it's nice to be able to speak fast and tell him where my opponents are, etc. But here we were 30-0 up on their serve, and we take the point. We're 40-0 up. We're about to break for the first time in the whole game and take it to a tie break. I make a mistake there, and it's 40-15. We still have 3 chances to take this to a tie break. And in a tie break, anything could happen. Then we could win the game probably. Here, Mats changing his smash. And it's 40-30 or 30-40, sorry. Here again, aggressive ball from Flip, and it's 40-40. We really needed to believe this was it. Gio tells me he's gonna lob and we're gonna go forward, but his lob is a little bit short, and the tournament goes to Flip and Mats. Congratulations to them, amazing game. Thanks again to Gio for playing with me. And I appreciate all of you for watching as well and supporting. We'll get it next time. Well, there you have it, guys. We were not able to take that one home. It's unfortunate and it's a tough pill to swallow, but I'm still proud of what we did. And I'm very thankful to Gio for carrying me to that final. Now, make sure to like, subscribe, because that really does a lot to support us. And in the meantime, I'll drop the video of Gio playing with Timo a semi-final of a P100 as well. See you in the next one.